Hello, on this episode of Mathematics, we're going to talk about inequalities. And in order for us to talk about inequalities, we're going to talk about interval notation. Interval notation is another way that we can, it's another, oops, I'm spelling that wrong. It's another way that we can express inequalities. And it uses parentheses and brackets, okay? So these are parentheses and these are brackets, all right? The symbols we use are parentheses. It looks like this. That's when the set, or rather the interval, is an open, okay? Open, or not included. All right. Oh, I don't need that there. I need a period. Okay. Now, you're familiar, you've seen the term, let's say if I have x is greater than 6, if I were to graph that on a number line, and let's say I have 6 and I have 7 and I have 5. So this would be an open circle, and it would be all the values of x to the right. All right? So that's what it means. And in terms of interval notation, whoops, what happened? In terms of interval notation, I would say that x is going to be open, it's parentheses, and then from 6 to positive infinity. In the right direction, this is positive infinity. Over here in the left direction is negative infinity. All right? Now, let's talk about some problems, okay? Oh, and let me do one more thing. Hold on. The brackets, that's when the interval notation is going to be closed. So that means like a closed, a filled in circle. So, and those are going to be your symbols of greater than or equal to or less than or equal to. So if I had x is greater than or equal to 6, then in terms of graphing that on a number line, okay, I have 6, I have 7, I have 5. And it's all my values this way, including 6. So now I'd have parentheses, all right? I would start at 6, and it would go to infinity, okay? So now let's do some, and whenever we have infinity, we're always going to use the parentheses whenever we have the infinity symbol. So let's do some examples. All right, I'm going to try the problem, and I have the problem 4 times x plus 3, and that's going to be greater than or equal to, not greater than or equal to, it's going to be greater than negative 24. All right. Now, I'm going to solve this just like we would do a normal equation. I'm going to treat my inequality symbol as an equal sign. So I need to distribute this. So that's going to give me 4x. 4 times 3 gives me plus 12. That's going to be greater than negative 24. Then I'm going to subtract 12 from both sides. That's going to give me 4x greater than negative negative 36. I'm going to divide by 4. That's going to be x is greater than negative 9. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and graph this on a number line. Okay, and I'm going to do red. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, so I have negative 9. And when we're going in the negative region, it's opposite. So if that's negative 9, this to the left is going to be negative 10, and this is going to be negative 8 to the right. Okay, so this is an equal sign, or rather a greater than sign. So this means it's an open. It does not include number negative 9. So if I talk about this, that means that this is going to be open at negative 9. And we're going to the right because our symbol is going to the right. So our symbol is going to be going that way in terms of what we're talking about. So that means that this is going to be open, right? That's going to be parentheses, right? So the interval notation is going to be from negative 9 to, and in this direction is positive infinity. Positive infinity. Now, when we're talking about positive infinity, you don't necessarily have to put the plus, but it's fine that you can't. We read left to right, so I'm going to put the smaller number first, and then the larger number second. Do not confuse this inequality symbol or the interval notation. So this is interval notation. So if I ask for interval notation, this is what we're looking for. If I ask for simplified notation, this would be what we're looking for. And if I talk about graphing, this is what we'd be looking for, okay? Don't confuse this with a coordinate point, the interval notation. This is not a coordinate point. Coordinate point has an x and a y value. This is both. This is all x values that will make this inequality true, okay? So we're not talking about a coordinate point that has an x and a y value. All right, let me do one more question or one more problem. Let's say I have x, and that's going to be minus 3 times x plus 2, and then that's going to be greater than 4. All right? Just like before, I'm going to combine like terms and simplify. I have a negative 3 here that needs to get distributed to the x. So this becomes x minus 3x. Then negative 3 times positive 2 becomes negative 6, greater than 4. All right, so combine like terms. This is going to become negative 2x minus 6 greater than 4. I'm going to add 6 to both sides. That's going to give me negative 2x greater than 10. Now, we are going to divide by negative 2. Something special happens when we divide. Our number here is negative. When we divide by a negative. When we divide by negative number, we switch the symbols. So this is going to become x is less than negative 5. Okay? Now let's go ahead and graph it and write our interval notation. So this is negative 5, this is negative 4, and this is negative 6. And this is open. So negative 5 is here, and it's going to the left. Note, my line symbol looks like the less than symbol. So that lets me know it's going in that direction. Okay? So now, oops. It's negative infinity in this direction. So that lets me know negative infinity when I write my interval notation is going to come first. Then my negative 5 is going to come second. Now it's going to be open because it's not equal to that value. So negative 5 is not included in our range. All right. Now this is not range as in domain and range. This is range in the range of values that are given to us. All right. I need to insert page. No, it's not. Let me do that. Okay. On the next video, I'll do a couple of extra problems. I don't want this to get too long, and then I'll erase this.